Welcome into the Brooks Bench with your host, Brooke, aka Shiggy, and my co-host, Megan.
What's up?
If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Words are going to be hard today, I guess, apparently. Hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share, follow us on all social media, and then follow our Discord if you want to keep up to date with everyday stuff. But we're here to cover the Week 6 recap, but let's get into the news first. First off, AZ Fudd suffered a minor sprain in her knee. She's considered day-to-day. Relatively good news because of her knee scares. So like I said, day to day, she was out against Notre Dame. Hopefully, speedy recovery. We want to see a healthy UConn this
hmm
season. Okay. Mackenzie Hare from Iowa State will miss the rest of the season with a hip injury. Liza Carlin, transfer from Marquette, made her debut for Notre Dame against UConn. So another piece. Notre Dame's just getting stronger and stronger. When they get
Yeah,
West Belt and Bransford back, can you
they're gonna be
imagine?
sh- they're gonna be hard to beat.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
hmm
Cal record 10-1 is off to the best start through 11 games since 2016-2017 season. Four of their 10 wins have come against Power Four opponents, including number 19 Alabama, Arizona, Auburn, and Stanford. Their only loss was a competitive 78-72 game against Michigan State, who's currently ranked number 17. And I know I chuckled at Cal last week when they're on an upset section, so I want to deeply apologize. I didn't know your guys' game. I'm sorry. I'm here for it, Cal. Represent. The Lady Vols are the first team in men's or women's D1 NBA or WNBA history to make 30 plus, what? 30 plus 3-point field goals in a game.
Wow, that's a lot.
I need to watch the highlights for that. That's insane. I can't even fathom 30. That's crazy.
That's all they did.
That's yeah.
That
No
was the rules of the
layups.
game. Just shoot threes, no layups, no
Yeah.
nothing else.
I'm pretty sure didn't they score like 139 points or something like that too?
Oh wow.
I'm gonna need you to fact check that. I think that was a couple days ago. And lastly, Georgia Tech is 11 and 0, which is the best start in program history. Didn't I tell you guys like 2 weeks ago? Keep Georgia Tech's name in your brain because look at them now, ranked in the top 25. I just,
And yeah,
huh?
Lady Val. So that 9 for 13. One was 5 for 9. One was 5 for 13. One was 2 for 4. One was 2 for 3. One was 3 for 7. Yeah, everyone was shooting threes. The whole team.
What was the score?
139-59.
See?
hmm
That's insane. What was their percentage?
It
Did they
was
give a team percentage?
47.6%.
That's solid. Definitely solid. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get into the AP Top 25 of Week 6. We had Alabama, Illinois, and Louisville all exiting out of the top 25, which I do not think we were too surprised about. New to the poll, though, Georgia Tech and Tennessee. Tennessee, just a sleeper. I feel like no one was talking about them.
hmm
The new coach, I think Brooke, we mentioned it last episode. Brooke was saying how the new coach just came in guns blazing. She said, no, we're going to win here. Like, and look at them now. They're killing it. Michigan is the biggest riser of the week, up 7, ranked 17. Another tough opponent in the top
hmm
25. I wanted to add teams that are receiving votes. So Alabama, Illinois, and now Cal, all in the top 3 for receiving votes. Um, I think we might see Cal sneak up in here,
hmm
get in that top 25. Um, I mean, other than that, looking at the top 25, anyone you're saying is going to be dropping out, maybe rising up. We can talk about Notre Dame defeating UConn, what that's going to do to them.
Yeah. And then
Um,
UConn's tough, and then they have to play LSU. It's gonna be
sheesh, when's
rough.
that? No, they play USC this
Or
weekend,
yeah, USC.
Saturday.
Sorry, that's what I meant. Yeah,
That's going to be interesting because now we're
yeah.
going to have Notre Dame beating USC, Notre Dame
hmm
beating UConn. So who's better between UConn and USC? That rematch from March Madness. I think Notre Dame shoots up. It's just crazy to me that Notre Dame USC is still ranked ahead of Notre Dame, even though Notre Dame beat USC. I know
hmm
they had those back-to-back losses. I get that, but beating UConn, huge win. I think they need to pop up in that top 5. I think they need to be back in there. Um, but then it's like, well, you're gonna have to boot USC out. We'll see. I don't know. What do you think about that?
It's gonna be tough. I mean, these rankings they are all over the place. So Yeah, I don't know.
But where do you put do you have UConn falling out of the top five?
They have a tough schedule. And
But
then
coming
with
into
AZ with her knee, uh, yeah, I see them dropping a little bit.
I do want to highlight your Maryland Terrapins, Megan, 10-0.
I know, hanging in there.
Holy smokes! That's crazy right
Yeah.
there. That's some good stuff.
Let me see
Uh,
who they got coming up though, real quick.
who, Maryland?
Yeah,
That's crazy. I just realized that Maryland. Look at we always talk about bad about Maryland. I feel like, just to give you a hard time. If you guys don't
yeah.
know, Maryland's from Maryland, Megan's from Maryland. So, I don't know.
Michigan
Sleeper.
State,
That would be a good game. Michigan State's been doing really
Iowa,
well.
and
Eh.
then USC. That's
Ah,
gonna be a big one
that'll
then.
be a
So
good one.
January 8th, you guys.
Oh, we gotta
We
ways. We
got a
gotta
little ways
ways.
to go, but that's probably the next biggest test probably for them. I would
Yeah.
say Iowa could be a test for them as well, and
Yeah.
Michigan State. Yeah. We'll see how it
Okay,
goes.
every game coming up next. Got it.
Yeah. We'll
All
see how they
right.
do.
Okay, before we get into the week 6 recap, we have to go over Megan's almost upsets of the week. So let's get into it, Meg. Take it away.
Phew, that was a close one.
This week, slow week, the teams that were expected to win really got the dub. There was only one team that almost lost, and it would not have been good for them because they've already been dropping a lot this year in the rankings. So, North Carolina State versus Davidson, 59-57. So, it was
That's
a nail
crazy.
biter all the way to the end. Izzy Morgan for Davidson, 20 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist. And then Charlize Dunn, 17 points, 8 rebounds. But I would say the way this game looked, this is probably one of the first games where we kind of see Sanaya Rivers and James play how they left off last year.
Mm,
Because I really feel like this year we haven't seen that duo. That like,
yeah.
oh, look at that duo, man. They're
Mm-hmm.
going to be doing great things. Like we haven't
Mm-hmm.
seen it this year.
I agree.
So I feel like this game you saw spurts of that. They both had good game and they pulled out the win, but it shouldn't be that close to Davidson. So I'm still concerned for them.
Yeah, but I mean, we were also forgetting about NC State last year,
Yeah,
and we were
and they
like,
slide in and then they
and they
perform in
went all the way.
postseason.
Yep, they killed it in the postseason, Final Four. So I mean, you never
Yeah,
know. It's early. We always keep saying it's early, but it still is pretty early.
yeah.
Um, all right, over to week 6 recap. If you're new here, we go over AP top 25 matchups and then any upsets. So the first AP top 25 matchup, we had number 21 ranked Iowa upsetting number 18 ranked Iowa State 75-69. We watched a little bit of this game. Iowa State looked good coming out.
Hmm.
And then it kind of just fell apart a little bit. Top performers for Iowa: Lucy Olson, 25 points, 5 assists, 2 steals. Sydney Alfalter, 16 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. And then Audie Crooks for Iowa State, 31 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists. Unstoppable and still couldn't win. Crazy. I just can't
Hmm.
believe it.
It
Um,
shows it's a team sport, right?
it, it does. Iowa State did lead Iowa with points in the paint, obviously 40-24. I mean, come on. Audie Crooks was in
Yeah.
the paint, 31 points of that, 40 points, right? But Iowa State, 37.5% from the free throw line. How many times do we say how important free throws are?
Hmm.
Oh my God. So that was a killer. Iowa did shoot 60%, which isn't too, that's actually not too, that's not good. So, but better than 37%.
Hmm.
Iowa did shoot well from the field, 42%, and Iowa State shot for 51.9%. But turnovers. This is the story. It's always the turnovers. Iowa State 21 turnovers
Hmm.
versus Iowa's 9. Iowa capitalized on Iowa State's turnovers with 24 points. Iowa State only had 6 points off turnovers. So you guys can see where this game went wrong. No, but
Hmm.
for real. This is the first time I've actually seen Iowa play for a little bit. Lucy Olson, yeah, she's just ball dominant over there. It's the
Hmm.
Lucy Olson show. And then obviously for Iowa State, Audie Crooks. I mean, it's always the same story over there. Did you end up watching this game? Now that I remember, I don't think you did.
Not really. Just a little bit in the beginning. I saw a little
Yeah,
bit of Lucy, and that was it.
and that was it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think much is going to change in the rankings here, honestly. I mean, would you say so? I don't think so. I mean, relatively ranked close,
Hmm.
still a close game. They still have Audie Crooks. So I mean, I don't think this is maybe I don't even think they swap spots. Sure, Iowa State probably drops down, but I don't think Iowa goes up too much. And in my opinion, honestly. Notre Dame, the big game. Notre Dame upsets UConn 79-68. And this was not close. In my opinion, this was not close.
Hmm.
Notre Dame, I'm sorry, UConn fans. I know you guys didn't have AZ. Trust me. Love Paige Beckers. Look, her jersey's in my background. So I understand. But Notre Dame looks good. And it just I still can't wrap my head around them losing to Utah and TCU. I just can't. Because Notre Dame looks good. Hannah Hidalgo's crazy. She's insane. Like, she's just a dog. And I honestly, man, when I say this statement, I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of hate for it. Because I know Hannah Hidalgo has a lot of off court, I feel, controversy. But she looks like the best player in college basketball this season, as of right now to this point. Like
Hmm.
she is doing insane. And I mean, I don't know. Like, do you see the same or like what do you think about that?
Yeah, and I think their two losses. I mean, everyone has bad games. I
Yeah.
think that just was
Two in
unlucky.
a
But I
row.
think, yeah, and you know what though? I just think that it's all about how they bounce back, and
Yeah.
they bounce back when it mattered, right?
Yeah.
When you play tougher teams like UConn, you show up.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what matters, and I think
Mm-hmm.
that that's what's going to take them far.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but yeah, no, they're overall great team. Hannah knows how to run that offense. She does a great job doing it. She
Mm-hmm.
knows when to take it herself and facilitate. So yeah, they're like I said, they're going to be a hard team to beat. I see them going far this year.
Yeah. And I feel
And
like we said
UConn,
that last year too, but
Paige just needs help, man. It sucks that AZ tweaked her
yes.
knee. It's
I think so.
unfortunate. Wish her speedy recovery, but yeah, Paige just needs help.
I mean, I agree with you. I think we always say Paige needs help. I know AZ played, the last couple games, but now she's
Mhm.
out again, so it's like who's gonna step up?
And
Same
Strong is
story.
good. She's
Sarah
good.
Strong's
She's
great,
just
yeah.
young. She's just young. Give her some more time, though, guys. Please, just give
But
her
it's
some more
also
time.
like
But yeah,
But it's also
give,
like, okay, two people. We need more. We need more of
yeah,
a
yeah,
collective effort,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But anyways, top performers, Hannah Hidalgo, 29 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists. Liatu King, 16 points, 12 rebounds, 3 steals. And then Paige Beckers for UConn, 25 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. The most shocking stats, UConn shot 18% from the three. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's not going to do it. While Notre Dame shot 55% from three. That's tough. Um, they shot 78% from the free throw line, while UConn shot 60%. Not horrible. And then UConn did lead with 36 points in the paint versus Notre Dame's 20. But I mean, other than that, Hannah Hidalgo was on fire. Just another great game from her. Like we said, the 18% from three is just not. It's not going to win you a lot of games. But as you can see, Notre Dame was hot from three, which helps.
Hmm.
But I mean, I mean, you didn't really answer my question about the Hannah Hidalgo as best player in college basketball at this time this season.
Yeah, I think so. I think she's been the most consistent so far. I think that Juju, Page, they definitely have the potential to still kind of, you know,
Yeah, and
outdo her numbers. But I think
definitely,
that both of them are both, adjusting to their new team dynamics,
yeah,
which is kind of affecting their personal stats and their personal
yeah,
game. Whereas Hannah Hidalgo is coming back to a team where, all they did was add really Olivia Miles and back in.
Liatu King,
Yeah, but those are or more senior players, so they're
mm-hmm,
they're easier to kind of get back into.
acclimate,
Yeah,
yeah,
whereas USC's got young freshmen, UConn, Sarah
true,
Strong, she's young, so it's a little
yeah,
bit different.
yeah,
But like we say, it's still early.
yeah,
But Hannah's off to an amazing start.
hot
So
start,
as of
definitely,
right now, yeah, I gotta agree.
yeah. I feel like we're gonna get a lot of hate for that, but hey, gotta go by the stats.
Hey, I mean, let us know. Let us know what you think,
Yeah,
right? Let
no,
us
I get
know.
it.
Why
Let
are
us
we
know.
wrong?
We're wrong. I know we are. Number 25, Georgia Tech upsets number 14, UNC 82-76. I'm still surprised UNC is ranked this high, but it is what it is. Georgia Tech, though. Hello. Welcome. Top performers, Tony Morgan, 23 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. Danny Carnegie, 22 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. Maria Gakdeng from UNC, 21 points, 6 rebounds. She's been killing it for UNC. I feel like every time we talk about UNC, she's one of the top performers we talk about. But Georgia Tech, wow, they led in rebounds 41 compared to UNC's 24. They also led in free throw percentage 88.9% versus UNC's 61% from the free throw line. That's crazy. Um, they relatively shot the same from three, and then from the field, Georgia Tech led UNC 51% to 45%. Turnovers, though, UNC only 8. But it is what it is. Georgia Tech. I mean, they have been doing well. Didn't I read it in the beginning
Uh-huh.
in the news? They're off. Oh no, that was Cal. No, I did. Georgia Tech off to the best start in program history, 11 and
Yeah,
0. That's
yeah.
tough. That's tough right there. So another team we shouldn't sleep on because they're going to be rising up these ranks a little soon. I know I didn't personally watch this game. I probably Brooke did because Brooke watches almost all the UNC games. I feel like so she would have been great if she was here. But I mean, based off this, where do you think Georgia Tech lands, and where do you think UNC lands? Do you think they drop pretty far, and Georgia
Really.
Tech rises? No.
I think just a couple, if anything. 23, 22, maybe.
Okay, so no big jump.
No big jump, no.
Okay, well, I think in the next coming weeks we'll see that.
Hmm.
Hopefully. Okay, last matchup of the night. We had number 17 Michigan State defeating number 21 Iowa 68-66. Michigan State making their way, paving their way. Gritty win after gritty win. So we
Hmm.
have top performers Julia Aelrod. I hope I said that right. 19 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Grace Van Sluten, 14 points, 7 rebounds, 3 steals. And then Hannah Stokey for Iowa, 18 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. Michigan State, only 14 turnovers compared to Iowa's 23 turnovers. They had 28 points in the paint versus Iowa's 20 points in the paint. They did shoot worse. Wow. Significantly worse than Iowa from the free throw line, 59% versus Iowa's 73%. It almost, oh my God. I wish I would have watched this game now because Iowa statistically did better in almost every single stat now that I'm looking at this. Except turnovers. They had 23 turnovers
Hmm.
to Michigan State's 14 turnovers. Michigan State did shoot 39% in the field versus Iowa's 36%. Um, Anything to add on this game, honestly?
Well, I mean, we talked about it earlier how Lucy Olson is their go-to player right now.
Yeah.
She was 4 for 17 from the field goal, three
Woo!
from eight from the 3 point. So I think
Rough.
that affected it a little bit, If she was
Yeah.
hitting a little bit more, I think they would have squeezed this game out.
Yeah.
Um,
Definitely.
so yeah.
I mean, with the AP Top 25 rankings, this is not really going to affect either too much. Um, but I mean, yeah, short week, not a lot of top 25 matchups, not a lot of any crazy upsets. I know this
Uh-huh.
coming Saturday is going to be jam-packed with a lot of top 25 matchups. It was UConn, I believe, versus um USC, and then Nebraska versus Georgia Tech. So those
Mhm.
two games will be definitely ones we will be watching. Um, we might be recording earlier on that Saturday, so if any upsets happen on that Sunday, I apologize. We probably won't be covering them, but we will make time to cover those Saturday night matchups. But if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share. We're here every week. Every week we do a recap on D1 basketball upsets, AP top 25. Wow, AP top 25 matchups, AP top 25 rankings, news, stuff like that. So hit that subscribe button. We'll be back next week with the week 7 recap. Peace.
Peace.